there's an incredible story with you and a kid named Jack Marshall. You met Jack Marshall in the hospital when you were playing at Northwestern. Can you start off by telling a little bit of the story about just meeting him?
I went into a hospital visit, just a normal community outreach thing with the Northwestern football team, and just walked in, and it was him and his parents decked out in Northwestern purple, which isn't very common in the Chicago area. And the hospitals usually run to a lot of Notre Dame, Illinois. It's a whole melting pot. But they're there ready to rock, and I sat down and played probably video games with them for an hour, so nothing crazy, just having good, clean American fun. And then went our separate ways. But we sparked a little friendship there. 6 to 8 weeks later, he came to a game, and I didn't know anything about it. Our community guy came up to us. He goes, "Remember Jack Marshall from the hospital?" I go, "Yeah, I do." And he goes, well, so at the time he couldn't walk. He had been diagnosed with transverse myelitis, a disease that attacked his spine and his nervous system a little bit. So at the time he was in a wheelchair, couldn't walk. And then at this point now he had been rehabbing and kind of, I guess, following my story and following my progress on the field. He was able to walk up and give me a hug after the game, which was pretty cool, which is really special when you think about the things that some people are blessed with versus the challenges some other people face. And then from there, just talking to his parents and himself, is a really good kid, really good family. And I started going out to their tailgates after the games and just keeping tabs on him. And then we just kind of sparked a friendship. And I mean, he's been about everywhere with me. He came up to Canada to see a game. I still talk to him on the phone. And then they're going to slip down here for the Patriots game too. So it's been pretty cool.
I want to take you back a little bit because you said he came to one of your games, the first game where he walked up to you. Tell everybody what happened during that game. I believe you guys were playing Wisconsin, and you had a pretty big game there at the end, right?
Yeah. Someone forced a turnover. I fell on the ball. It's nothing too exotic, but it sealed the game for us. We were playing Wisconsin. They were ranked at the time. I think they were ranked like 13th or 14th, something like that. It was a big win for the team, and it just happened the stars aligned. I made a big play, and he was there at that game to see it.
And he got invited to the game in Saskatchewan, and that game was a pretty big game for you too. Tell everybody how that game ended.
He's my good luck charm. I ended up blocking the game-winning field goal in overtime when he came to that game. So need to get him down here soon.
Have you got him a Texans number 52 jersey yet?
Oh yeah, he's got all the jerseys. He's got a Saskatchewan jersey. He had a Minnesota Vikings jersey. He came down to what game was it? One of my preseason games, and caught a game, and then obviously he's got himself a Vikings jersey now, and he's coming down for the Patriots game.
Now, obviously, you've done a lot to affect his life, but I'm sure he's kind of changed your life in a lot of ways too. What has he done for you, and maybe the way you think about things, big picture?
Definitely, because usually when we talk, it's usually sports related and that kind of thing, and he'll never ever mention his leg or anything like that because he still hasn't acquired back all the functionings in his left leg. But his mom will tell me that he's having some struggles and challenges, whether it's rehab or pitching or playing football, whatever he's doing. But he's a little soldier, and I try and embody that same kind of attitude when I play. Obviously, we'll face a lot of bumps and bruises, and obviously good plays and bad plays in football, but he just keeps his head down, keeps working. He's actually been tremendously successful in everything that he's done so far, and if his leg limits him something, he switched sports and got better at golf or whatever he's been chasing. So it's really just motivation, and it's a friendship now. It's not really too much give and take from that aspect, but it's just, I mean, he's in my corner, I'm in his corner, and that's kind of how we work.
You're listening to Houston Sports Talk.